Dylan? I think I need an iPad. Thank you. Now I have my notes. Hey! Oh good, I remembered some of them. Nice. Now, Dylan said earlier, they're very tired after all of these people. So, I'd just like you all to just say, good night, Dylan. Good night, Dylan. You just go off, find Brock for me. Bye, Dylan. Bye, Dylan. So, how many of you went to the Animals Club night? Did you have fun there? The club was packed! I got sent away, it was rubbish. How many of you enjoyed the bar being really quiet while everyone was in here at Animals? Awesome. Okay, it's that time again, and this is why I need my notes. Stats. Time for stats. Ooh, they've come back and they've gone again. Okay, I think we're just going to stick to the iPad. Fair enough. Stats time. This year, there were a total of 2,881 of you guys. That's 895 sponsors and 143 of you on day tickets. So, really awesome to see a record-breaking number of people. Do you want to know what you ate? Yeah. You ate them all. There you go. That's it? No. Do you want a milkshake? You got through 480 litres of ice cream making milkshakes. I see you. Did you break them? Or was it Mel? I reckon it's Mel getting revenge for me forgetting them in the opening ceremony. I wouldn't be surprised. They'll turn up at some point. I have concerns. Bacon? Who ate bacon? 11,000 bacon. And you ate all of the midnight bacon, and they had to cook more midnight bacon. 8,100 sausages, 84 kilos of beans, and 11,500 eggs. That was very abrupt. Yeah, we don't have the hash brown stat, I'm afraid. Sorry. Oh. Stat not found. Oh! Did anybody do the Agent November escape room challenge? 188 of you took part in that. You embarked on the Naughty Lass and helped Agent November solve Neckbeard's challenge. The fastest team solved all of them in a new record of 40 minutes flat. Well done. And by taking part in the Agent November escape room, you managed to earn over 250 Intel tokens towards the metagame. So you have influenced what next year's theme will be. What do themes mean? No. Where did you get that from? Themes mean art. Yeah. So, obviously there's been a lot going on this year. We've had a few moments. Firstly, I just want to extend the convention's thanks to all of you. The exemplary behaviour you all exhibited last night. I know it wasn't fun to have to go and stand outside, but you were all awesome. So just want to thank you for, responding and behaving in a sensible and calm manner at midnight. So thank you very much. Whoever did that too soon. We are not playing the Awooga Waltz. That's our feedback to you. If you've got feedback for us, we would love your feedback on all things. We do know that the fire alarm is annoying, you don't need to tell us about that. But anything else, any other parts of your experience over the weekend, if you'd like to let us know about it, we have an online feedback form. You can use the QR code now, it'll go out on our socials, and you'll be able to submit feedback through our form in order to let us know how we can improve for next year. So, the next up, we have to say goodbye to some of our guests of honour. I hope you all spent some time, managed to go to some of their panels, hang out with them over the weekend. But the first of our guests that we're going to say goodbye to today is Haps. We're going to open Haps on the stage, please. Hey Haps, did you enjoy the con? Did you have a good weekend?
Definitely.
Awesome.
I came here for vacation, and vacation was it.
Awesome. Go on.
I wanted to thank the guest of honor staff for making this as smooth as possible and for keeping me feeling safe. This was like some of the best vacation I've ever had.
What was your favourite thing with Fandom?
So that's the thing about cons, and I just like to wander around the corridors, like nobody's business, and just, if I see a friend that is going places, I just, hello, where you going? Can I join? And I got to, for example, learn that Disney has a card game in which Scar broke the meta, and I also got what is arguably the best character in Disney, which I'm not going to show in order to not cause a war.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, show.
Anyway.
So yeah, that was fantastic. Yeah, so Haps came to the Lorcana meet, which was really nice to get to show somebody who'd not seen the game before how to play it, which was great.
It was great.
So I'm glad you enjoyed that. I was really worried running that panel, but like no one would turn up. So Haps, any final thoughts you'd like to share with everyone before we say goodbye?
Not much, but I really wanted to thank all my friends and the new people I met. This was just enough to get like my creative batteries just up again, and I can't wait to go back home to Portugal, 30 degrees sunny. So every single time there was sun, me and my boyfriend would just photosynthesize. A few couple of times, only on Sunday probably. That was it.
Fantastic. So everyone, a massive round of applause and a big cheer for. And now we follow the formula. It's time to say goodbye to our community spotlight guest, Branston.
Hello, Confuzzled! No, lads, don't get up. I was in the car park at one end this morning as well. I know how you feel. It's awful.
So Branston, enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a fantastic convention. It's been lovely to see everybody, to interact with everybody. Thank you everybody who came to one of my panels. Engagement was great. I hope some of you will get the sort of like bug to want to go out and try and find ways to volunteer in your communities or for organisations. And the only thing I would say is give it a go. You know, if you see something, you've got some skills that you like or you want to develop, there's likely to be an organisation out there somewhere that will benefit from them. And I'll tell you something, it's great for your mental health. It's amazing!
Absolutely agree, and that's part of the reason why a lot of us take part in running this event for everyone here. So, your favourite thing during the weekend?
Bar tab was pretty good. Favourite thing, I mean, I think I've already covered it. It's been a wonderful experience for me. I was gobsmacked when, I don't know which lunatic suggested me, but thanks, I was you. But I hope I did Convention proud. I'd like to thank the guest of honour team, the events team in particular, for making everything run smoothly. And yeah, I just had a absolute wonderful time.
Awesome, thank you very much. So, any final thoughts you'd like to share with everyone before?
Yes, so one thing I would like to say is, and no spoilers, I got to spend a couple of hours this morning with next year's Community Spotlight. They are an amazing person. I absolutely love spending time with them. The topic that they're going to represent is a really important topic that is at the heart of conventions like ours. And I just ask, and I know you will, just give them an absolutely amazing warm welcome, and I wish them the best of luck for next year. And I'm sure they'll do the convention proud.
Yeah. So, as is tradition, just ask everyone, please, one last time, huge round of applause and great big cheer for Brandster. Speak to them later. So off you go. Yep. Go find them for me. Bye, Rob. Oi. Yeah. They cannot be controlled. We've tried. So next up, a slightly more somber point. Earlier this year, in February, Mark Molino, also known as Silas Sable, one of the founders of the furry fandom, as we know it today, passed away. They were the creator of the species Skiltare and were involved with the furry fandom way back to 1971. He attended science fiction conventions and would park in the Funny Animals fandom, hosted a number of room parties for fellow fans, and this is really where the fandom we know started to come into being. They actually ran the very first furry convention, known as Conference Zero, in 1989, with their partner Rod O'Reilly, known as Vincent Mink, living at the prancing Skiltare in California, where they host monthly furry parties to this day, dedication to the cause. Their story is told in the documentary The Fandom by Ash Coyote, which showcases the history of furry and well worth a watch if you have the time. They actually visited us here in Confuzzled with Rodney last year, where they hosted the 2 Old Furries panel. Hopefully some of you made it to there. We owe them a debt of gratitude, and without him, we simply wouldn't have the fandom or conventions as we know it today. So, in memoriam to them, just ask everyone to give actually a huge cheer to celebrate their life. So, a cheer. They would have appreciated the positive energy that you sent towards them, so thank you very much. And now, moving on to the next part of our closing ceremony, it's time to talk about our fantastic charity for this year. So I will now hand over the stage to Brock and Rob.
Every year, we raise money for charity. So I'd like you to please give a very, very warm Confuzzled welcome to the representatives of this year's charity. We have wildlife rehabilitator Abby and volunteer Joanne of the British Wildlife Rescue Centre in Staffordshire. Big round of applause, please. WRC does not receive government funding. They depend on private donations, so everything you've donated will make a big difference. Now, Abby, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what you thought of Confuzzled when you first heard that we were going to invite you here. Did you know who we were? Did you?
Yeah, I did know who you were. And when we got that email, the excitement was ridiculous. Honestly.
Excellent. Well, maybe you could tell us a little bit about the animals that are in your care.
Of course, so we're a wildlife hospital and rehabilitation facility about an hour away in Stafford. And we take about 2,000 sick, injured and orphaned wildlife each year. So that's anything from day-old tiny mice right up to swans, deer, every species in between. And our main aim is to get them back to where they should be, which is out in the wild. We just give them a second chance. We just do our best.
Well, we're very pleased to hear that. Now, you've spent a weekend with us. Tell us honestly, what do you think?
I don't know if I can. All I can say is how overwhelmed we've all been, and it was from the minute we got here, and it's not because so many people were in fursuits. It's because of the absolute kindness, generosity and heart that we've just experienced since being here. It's been like nothing I've ever experienced before. So just thank you so much, everyone, honestly. It's been incredible.
Let's give them a big cheer. Money has been raised. First of all, we have what we call the Dylan Swear Jar. Now, the Confuzzled staff have agreed that anyone who misgenders the mascot will drop £1 into a swear jar. Now, not that anyone at Confuzzled would ever do that, certainly not on the main stage, in front of everyone, at the opening ceremony. The Dylan Jar raised £157.50, including a very generous contribution of £50 from Matt Lyon. You know what you did. At the table in the dealer's den, some of you may have gone and visited the charity at the table, you raised a total of £2,478.68. The art auction, which for many of you is the big highlight, you raised a total of £22,730. Including the cash bins and donations from everywhere else, you raised a total of $6 American, 100 Czech koruna, and £32,501. Would you like to say anything to our guests?
That is not normal. Just, you'll never understand how grateful we are. Thank you isn't a big enough word. The word does not exist. Like, we are a small charity. We run on such limited resources with an amazing team of volunteers, and to have your backing this weekend has just been absolutely amazing, and Confuzzled will always be part of the BWRC family forever. Just wow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Confuzzled.
very narrow corridor. Wow, that's a lot of money. Well done. And still chance to raise more. There's still the money spinner bins around the hotel, and I'm sure the charity will happily receive all of your loose change, which doesn't change anymore. And I'm sure we can find other ways for you to make donations if you need to. So, that's just truly impressive, and I can't say thank you to you guys enough. Now, it's time for a badger swap, and to catch up with our lovely convention directors. So please welcome on the stage, Russet, Fioxy, Yinks, and Mel.
Hello, Mel.
Hi, Mel.
How are you? Good. Hi, everyone. I'm going to go first, I think. And, well, yeah, let's have a quick talk about last night, shall we? First of all, yeah. Second of all, from us, from the directors, to echo Matt earlier, you all did a phenomenal job of doing everything we asked of you, keeping safe and keeping calm. Thank yourselves so much from us just for that to start with. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. We'd like to extend, obviously, our thanks to the executive team that are on duty, the quick thinking of the stage crew, the mental health trained staff wellbeing team, the mental health first aiders, and our incredible medical crew who responded instantly, immediately, professionally, and also calmly. Thank you so, so much from all of us. Stage, you could probably tell who was most fit for the task of being the director on duty when all that went down. It was me.
You wanted to swap?
I did want to swap. Yeah, this is thing. Yeah.
Let's be fair, all of us wanted to swap.
It was originally me last night, but Foxy was like, I want a dead dog off. And I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, we did a great thing. How many of you went to the events we ran? Some of you. So how many of you are aware of what we're going to do at some point in the near future with our next event? Secrets.
I will say, however, that even though you're off duty, Russet, the image of you sweeping through the hallway in a dressing gown is lodged in my brain for all of time.
I knew it was cold outside, and it was right there by the door. So I was like,
You just need a white Russian and you're all set.
I think I shouldn't have any alcohol on.
Probably not, but you know, the image is there now.
Truly, the event will live on in our hearts forever.
Someone did tell me they were very reassured when I loomed out of the darkness in a billowing robe.
Looming reassurance.
I think that brought a level of comfort no one else could have provided. Russet, I'm going to hand over to you for some personal facts.
Yes, big thank yous to everyone again for last night and for the convention, to our whole team for making this happen. It's been a wonderful year once again. It's wonderful to have you all here, to see how much time you all put into making Confuzzled happen. But we have a goodbye to make today to the head of events. You're into events at the convention? Equium and his team are the ones who make them happen, and Equium has decided to retire after several years, but I think he's hiding. No, there they are, I can see him. Come on, Equium, come on stage. Come on stage.
Our glorious Taskmaster assistant is on the way. It's everybody!
So we wanted to just do a little thank you to Equium, who, as I'm sure you've all seen on stage before at Taskmaster.
I got to lock Foxy in the porch. It was amazing. It was so good.
I was not pleased.
You look fine. They let you out eventually. But we have a little something for you, Equium. And as I know, Taskmaster is a lot of fun.
Look at that.
It even comes with wonderful sunglasses for some reason.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No.
It's me on Taskmaster giving the instructions to the 5 people. Sorry, thank you. I've been on the crew for 7 years, 3 of them as heads, and yeah, it was worth it. I just want to quickly say, it's been it has its challenges, like rearranging both stages with an hour's notice.
Yes.
It's just fun. If you're interested in joining the Confuzzled team and you're not already on it, go to the website. There is a I want to join the crew button, and put down what sort of thing you can do, what skill you have. There's, I think, about 300 members of crew now, and they're always looking for new sets of paws to join, and it really is, it's so rewarding, because when you've got your convention so close to your heart, you want to help out and you want to see it run, and when you sit there with a little schedule that you've made, with your little friends who are on staff, and sit there and go, we've done it, and it all happens, it just feels great. It really does, and I'm sad to be leaving, but you know when the time's right to head off. I've put 7 years into it, it's time to go. There's someone out there who's going to do even better than me, and I encourage you to join up if you can. Thank you so much.
Now, we have another long-term member of staff who's leaving us this year. They made me swear on pain of death that I wouldn't bring them on stage. But a big thank you to Lumina, who's been with us on our team for quite a while, and is departing to go and study. They're returning to do their PhD at university, so I've decided to step back from volunteering to free up more of their free time. But a big thank you to Lumina, who has been this year running Fursuit, but has previously been all around the convention helping out in other departments. So big thank you to you, Lumina, wherever you're hiding in the crowd. I didn't bring you on stage, see?
No, you can stay hiding, Lumina, don't worry, it's fine. It's fine, I got you.
But thank you. Over to the wonderful Yinks, but I wore a t-shirt just for her for this show. Croc Wrangler. Just for you.
There's only one crocodile for me.
Oh, well, you know. I'll remember this.
Hi everyone. It's so good to be up here again. I'm going to go over some old ground. We talked about a few thanks to members of the team, the staff, to you. I'm going to call out a few particular departments. I'm not calling out you particularly, Mel. You don't need me to tell you how much I care about you. We got this. It's pretty clear. But I do want to talk about the tech services team who run this space and all the other amazing lighting and sound and visual and video that goes into making this place. I mean, where else are you going to find a party like this with people like this, right? So, raise it for technical, please. So, you know, I've got that bit through. I'd also really like to say that one of the other things that I mentioned this last year, for those who are here, one of the things I find most rewarding and amazing to see in our community is its community-ness. There is another thing, though. It's our creativeness. The Den this year, oh my God. Right, I have no money left. that didn't really last beyond the first, I think, 90-degree turn. I got that far. Maybe next year I'll actually reach the back of the room before the credit card starts slipping out the back pocket. But either way, like every year I see such amazing things made by you guys in that room, and I see it put together in a way by our team in the Dealer's Den that means all of you get a chance, even when it's increasingly busy, increasingly inventive, varied. You get through it and you put it all together every year. So thank you. The Dealer's Den team, let's hear it from them. Yes, there are more than 3 departments, but I'm going to call out one more. These are the guys that you perhaps don't see all that often. There are 3 directors and there are 6 exec. Between the 9 of us, we are on 24/7. 3 directors, we do 24 hours. 6 ADs, 24 hours. Normally, it's a pretty easy handover. You know, thing leads to the other thing. The last few nights have been a lot, and you guys have really stepped up. I love you all, I've said it enough times, I'm saying it again to all these people here. We could not make this happen without you going the extra mile, putting that effort in, and really, really bringing the team together, you know, meeting every anniversary we hit. So thank you so much, from the bottom of my heart. Let's hear it for the exec team, guys.
Each and every one of you, we are the directors. Thank you very much.
Just put them back in their box, you know. Thank you. They only get the stage for that long, that's it. My stage now. So obviously the directors have given their thanks to a few of our departments, a few of the team members, but it wouldn't be a Confuzzled closing ceremony without us giving thanks to the most important group of people. So, it's time to make some noise for the Venga Boys! However, it is that time we appreciate the volunteer team who make the convention happen. We have our traditional credits video, so please enjoy this fantastic piece of music and give some good cheers and good claps for the convention team credit video. Thank you. Did you enjoy that piece of music? We thought, underwater theme, gotta find a really strong sea shanty, and we really want to thank the Dorina Harvey Band for allowing us to use that piece of music absolutely for free because of the great fundraising we do for charity. So we're going to stick out some links on our social media if you want to support them or download the music for yourselves. So yeah, look for the Dorina Harvey Band. They do all kinds of fantastic folk music and sea shanties and so on, and we know you all love those. So, do you want to know who next year's guests are? Tough. Well, do you? I don't believe you. I appreciate that you can still shout that loud after this. So I'm not going to try and make you do anything more. Here's a little video or something.
Hey Confuzzled, thank you so much for inviting me as your guest of honor next year. My name is Hayu. I've done a variety of things, from working on video games, to making videos about space, to now being the composer and world lead at Furry, a VR furry convention. I haven't actually been able to make it out to Confuzzled since before the pandemic due to health issues, but thankfully, I got a new kidney thanks to this guy. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you all next year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hexy, and I am proud of guest of honour for Confuzzled 2025. For those who don't know me, I've been part of the furry fandom for coming up to 20 years now, and I've watched it become such a huge community with so many people who are so creative and so diverse that in my own way I want to give something back to our community. I've been a long-standing organiser of the Manchester Fur Meets, watching it become one of the biggest meets in the country, thanks to the help of so many different volunteers and staff within the meets. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's still there and still working hard as well. This year at the con, I started the Trans and Non-Binary Clothes Rumble, which is designed to give people of our community a safe space to be themselves. So they could go and take clothes away and find their own styles and find what makes them smile. Outside the fandom, I've been working to help promote trans inclusivity within sports, especially within football, as I've taken a lot of time to be part of the football versus transphobia events that have been taking place across the country. But for me, I'm very respectful because this is coming from the heart. I do this because I want people to feel positive about themselves and smile. I just want people to smile and be who they are. So thank you for people who have given me this honour and this space to show that it's all been worth it. And I hope you all go out there and you make a positive mark on people's lives as well. Thank you again, and I will see you all next year.
Wow, aren't those two really awesome guests? So first, just talk a little bit about Hayu. So Hayu is a Pine Martin, lives in Sweden. He's a composer, a VR artist, and a game designer. Hayu has worked on pretty well-known titles. I suppose You heard of the Stanley Parable? Or It Takes Two? Hayu has also designed many popular furry avatars used by many furries in the VR spaces. Any of you do VR chat, maybe? There's a few of you. Hayu is also the world team lead and the composer for Furality and has worked for Virtual Friends. So as you can see, Times makes YouTube videos explaining the infinite complexities of space travel in a fursuit, in space. Which is pretty cool. That video is amazing. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you give it a watch. So, unfortunately, they're not here with us today, but if you could send a massive cheer across to them in Sweden. Hayu!
Extremely hard for me to actually come out. I had it all inside for coming up to about, well, most of my teens onwards. It wasn't until I got more involved with the fandom and I met some friends who were already transitioning that they made me feel like I could finally come out and be me. And it slowly started building from there. I got stronger, I got more confident in myself, and as I said in my video as well, it made me smile. It made me look in the mirror and think, this is who I am, and it's always who I've been. And I want everyone else who has those feelings to search them, find yourself, and smile as well.
We don't want to spoil too much before next year, because otherwise you won't have anything to talk about in the Meet the Guest of Honour panel. But, just one last thing. You mentioned in the video you organised the Trans Clothes Rumble this year. How did that go?
Amazing. Just the amount of donations that I got from everyone here, from my personal football team as well back in Manchester, my work colleagues who all supported me, showing that there are people out there who will support us as the trans community, as the fur community, and seeing people actually come to the event and buy, well, not buy clothes. We gave them out to everyone who wanted to have that experience, find themselves that way. It was mind-blowing, and I hope that it keeps going, and more people will be able to live who they are.
Fantastic. I walked past. Yeah, I remember at the beginning of the con, Hexagon, we have some more boxes, please. We have more and more and more and more clothes. And I walked past the room and it was absolutely rammed. So I think that's a fantastic thing to do for our community, and hopefully many of you benefited from it, and maybe this is a thing that we need to do every year.
I've got to say as well, the people who actually helped out, who brought the clothes from storage and then started sorting them out into each size and everything, thank you, because I could have done it without any of you. It touched my heart, and I hope again that more people will help out. And sorry, I'm going to choke up if you keep talking. Thank you to my team, and I'll be bringing you back next year.
Thank you. So now I have the fantastic displeasure of introducing to you, to speak to you, words about the metagame. It's Arona! I'm leaving now.
Matthew, they're my audience now. Hello, Confuzzled! Do you like my tattoos? Me and the manufacturer disagree on what the word temporary means. Hello, I'm Arona, and I'm the head of the metagame team. Ooh. I still cannot believe they gave me an entire department just for annoying the attendees. I love it. Is anyone in from Team Savvy? Anyone in from Team Vigor? We had even more, especially fiendish puzzles for you to solve this year. I'm going to do a little shout out to the rest of the metagame team, Kinzo, L, K, and Zai, wherever they are in the room. Any of you had any particular difficulty with any of the puzzles this year? No, all of them were quite easy? That's your cue, Brock. Don't blame me, I asked for Mel. What a lovely shirt, Brock. I honestly just wanted to bring him out on stage to see if the sight of this shirt made any of you pass out. We gave you half of that code on the board, and the rest of it was on this creature for an hour or so, with dozens of you photoing his little tummy and then stretching and warping the image to try and fit it on the rest of it. We spy on your groups, and it was a delight to watch. It turns out you can turn the error correction level on QR codes way down to make matching them up even harder. But, despite our efforts, both teams managed to solve most of the puzzles in lightning speed. It doesn't say applause in my script, but let's do it anyway. The fastest was when Savvy found a puzzle box we'd hidden a full minute before we told anyone to go look for it. Stop following us. But just go get Mel. Look, most of you are here for Dylan, but I'd die for Mel. Just in case you thought Vigor was... I like you too, but you know, they're the new hotness. He is going to kill me when we get on stage. Just in case you thought Team Vigor was slacking, they figured out the solution to our ARG-style larger puzzle this year. Fiendish one. Ooh. Remember, if you were playing last year, when you all found a QR code on the back of a picture frame and got very excited about it, only for it to turn out to be the website for a picture frame company. Well, this year, we took a QR code and we put it on the back of a picture frame. That took you to what looked like a picture frame company. Do I have slides? Yeah. At first glance, it looked normal until you looked closer. When the audience is horrified, I can tell the slide has rolled up. Solving a series of increasingly complex puzzles scattered throughout the site ultimately led you to an in-person meeting with cheerful Alex, our forgotten fourth mascot. By solving our puzzles, you've released him back into the real world. Well done. So, you've all been working so hard to solve these little riddles, I bet you want to know who the winning team is, don't you? Brock, should we give them the final scores? I've just realised that the slides are on the screen behind me, and we've just looked at it. Should we give you the final scores? Oh, do you want to know who won? Well, Team Vigor got... Oh, okay. And Team Savvy? So, as you can see, a tight run race. However, we found many of these things in the tokenizer. 41 of them. And so, of course, for each of these, we've got to deduct 10,000 points from each team. teams having a score of 0, we're going to have to, can someone hold Vogel and the rest of the creative team down, please? We're going to have to announce the convention having a new and totally unprepared for theme. So next year's theme will be Brock Goes to the DVLA. No, that would be silly, wouldn't it? So, actually, on Saturday, Team Vigor won with 932 points to Savvy's 693. On Sunday, Team Vigor scored 830 points, but Savvy rallied and managed to come back with 1,023 points. Which means it all came down to the final day. They're getting tired. Should I speed this up? All right. Okay. Okay. The thing is, this bit is less impressive. So like, you're going to be whelmed by this. But if you could pretend that I hadn't been dragged out into the car park at 3 o'clock this morning in kink gear, leaving me to have forgot to put the right numbers in the script. So we might have to do a second take on this, but we'll put it online or something, it's fine. So, with Team Savvy scoring on the final day, placeholder 1 points. And Team Vigor scoring placeholder 2 points. That means it did not go as planned. Team Vigor are the winners. What does that mean theme-wise? Well, where we left our friends last night, we tried to escape from a naval officer in a damaged undersea base to find the source of all of these aquatic anomalies. Let's see what happens and where what we've done has taken us.
Yes, if we borrow one of the mini-subs, we can get over to the not so fast. Kroger, come on, please, we can talk this out.
Max, ever bring words to a gunfight? Take this gun.
Step away from that control panel.
No, fish me.
Quick, everyone into the sub. Should be coming up now. It looks like some sort of shooting fork.
Guys, I think we're underwater.
It's definitely the source of the disturbances. It's resonating really strongly with dimensional energy. But who would build such a thing? And why?
And where? Yeah.
I'm detecting a way in. Let's explore.
This'll do.
I'm sure I've seen these designs somewhere before.
It's all so familiar.
Yes, it's me, once again. Core, your arch nemesis.
The guy who last year created the dimensional portals and yet somehow at the end sacrificed himself to save all of us by going through the wrong portal?
The very same.
I thought we'd figured that all out with you. It was heart-warming monologue. You even said we'd be friends.
Sort of.
Oh yes, friends, is it? What kind of friends are you? Sure, we managed to stay in contact for about a month, but since then you've all moved on. Forgotten about me. Not one of you has replied to any of my texts.
Cork, you're in flight mode? Flight mode. It's when you're in an aeroplane, you just have to press this little button here, see?
Well, I'm still angry at you.
Come here, you.
Well, I guess I'm sorry. I just wanted to hang out with you more is all. Once I realized that none of you were replying to me, I built this facility to bring our universes together. It's experimental, which might explain some of the side effects you've been seeing.
Yeah, the damage is cascading. This universe is collapsing.
You would not believe how often I hear that.
Oh god, we're doomed again? Hell of a side effect, Core.
I get a bit selfish when I'm mad.
No shit.
Oh no. I read this all wrong. It's not the universe that's collapsing, it's this structure.
Ah, well, that's still pretty bad for us, right?
Is now when we all die? Yeah, probably. Anything sciencey we can do?
Well,
I mean, I kept a couple of those old classic-style portals out back. You know, just in case the universe vaporized or something like that. You'd be amazed how often that happens.
Two of them? Well, that's brilliant. That means you can all head through one of them, and...
Ah, I'm afraid it's the same deal as last time. We've got to split up and go through both. That's the rules.
Cool. Are you doing this because you want to nobly sacrifice yourself again? Or is this because you're embarrassed about the whole phone thing?
There's no time. We must hurry.
Well, this is it.
Yes, 2 portals, 2 destinations. I'm not really sure where they go, but both of them should be pretty good at least. What do you think, Max?
Just like old times. It says this one is tremolo, and this one is aesthetic.
We can't be together, but at least we'll be in contact all the time now.
You're all right, Core.
Okay, yes, I'm redeemed again. Time to go.
Wait, which one are you? Never mind.
Well, here we go again.
own show. So, we invite you all to join Mel for her own story. She explores the crafts and skills of all our lovely makers, seamsters and designers. To all the crafty furries out there who help us be more of who we are, the catwalk is yours. So, we look forward to seeing you next year for Mel's Fashion Week. It's going to be fabulous. There's going to be all manner of things. I hope that there will be a jacket show. However, that is the end of the closing ceremony for this year. That's it. It's all I wrote. There isn't any more. Okay. Yep, that's what it says on the slide. So, it's time to wrap up. The stage crew sorely needs some sleep this afternoon. After all of our adventures last night, they spent the entire night deconstructing the second stage and all of the equipment in the library. So they really need a nap. So we do ask that you calmly, quietly, but fairly promptly make your way out of the room as we leave the stage. So thank you very much, everyone. We will see you next year.